Launch team can no longer recycle the count.
团队已经不再循环技术。
And here we go.
10.
Hydrogen burn-off igniters initiate. 7, 6, 5. 4-stage engine start. 3, 2, 1. Boosters in ignition. And liftoff of Artemis 1. We rise together back to the moon and beyond.
倒计时后，火箭发射了，我们将重返月球。
All 4 RS-25 engines on the core stage and 2 solid rocket boosters now propelling the vehicle at 128 miles per hour.
火箭有4个 RS-25 发动机，2个固体助推器。
Hearing good control on the roll from teams in Mission Control Houston. All good calls so far. Now 30 seconds into the flight of Artemis 1. First milestone will be for the vehicle to pass through max Q at about 1 minute and 9 seconds into launch. This is the greatest period of atmospheric force on the rocket.
到目前为止，一切都控制良好。进入1分9秒，此时火箭获得最大推力。
SLS now traveling 607 miles per hour.
现在的速度是每小时607英里。
You're looking at 8.8 million pounds of maximum thrust. Quiet here in the loops in Mission Control. The 4 core stage engines are throttling down ahead of passing through max Q.
现在推力大，却显得安静。发动机处于节流模式，已经过了最大动压点。
Now 1 minute 21 seconds into the flight, traveling at 1,420 miles per hour. The 4 core stage engines are back at maximum thrust.
1分21秒，速度是每小时1420英
The
里。
next major milestone will be for the solid rocket boosters to cut off and jettison at about 2 minutes and 11 seconds into the flight, so about 30 seconds from now. Again, quiet here in Mission Control Houston as teams continue monitoring the flight of Artemis 1. We're now 16 miles downrange from the launch pad at Kennedy Space Center, traveling over 2,800 miles per hour. Standing by for solid rocket booster jettison and shortly thereafter.
飞行2分11秒时，固体助推器将被抛下，每小时的速度超过2800英里。
Confirmation that the solid rocket boosters have separated these 177-foot boosters.
确认了，固体助推器被抛
Now
下
the
了。
core stage continues to power the flight of Orion, all 4 RS-25 engines firing, traveling over 3,400 miles per hour, 46 miles downrange.
RS-25 发动机在主体火箭中继续推动猎户号。
2 minutes and 36 seconds into the flight. Hearing nominal calls here in Mission Control Houston. We've still got 4 good engines on the core stage. Next up, we'll be looking for the service module fairing to separate. This is 3 15 by 15-foot fairing panels, providing structural support, protecting the service module. Those will separate at about 3 minutes and 11 seconds into flight, and very shortly thereafter will be followed by the launch abort system separation.
一切工作良好，等待整流罩分离。
Just over 3 minutes into the flight of Artemis 1, now traveling over 4,060 miles per hour, 83 miles downrange. We just had confirmation that the service module fairing has separated.
现在速度超过每小时4060英里。刚刚确认，整流罩脱离了。
And that the launch abort system pyros have fired, separating those from Orion as well. For future crew members,
猎户座飞船和它分离了。
we just heard the call for 3-engine press, meaning if SLS were to lose an engine at this point in the mission, we could still achieve a nominal mission. We would just have an extended main engine cutoff time. However, we still have 4 good engines, all at maximum thrust right now, powering the first flight of Artemis at 5,200 miles per hour, 148 miles downrange.
我们听说有人主张只要3个发动机，那将延长主机停机的时间。我们有4个好的发动机，以获得最大推力。阿提米斯的首飞速度已达到每小时5200英里。
And we have confirmation of core stage main engine cutoff. Orion is now in Earth's orbit. The flight dynamics officer reports that we have a nominal main engine cutoff. And we just heard the call for core stage separation. That means Orion and the interim cryogenic propulsion stage are now flying free from the core stage of the Space Launch System. The next milestone will be solar array deploy approximately 18 minutes after liftoff. But before Orion stretches its wings, let's check back in with our friends at Kennedy Space Center and hear all about what it was like to hear the rocket roar off the launch pad. Megan and Kayla, I've got to hear all about it.
确认主引擎关闭，猎户座飞船来到地球轨道上。猎户座现在已经没有动力推进，下一个阶段要打开太阳能动力系统。
Orion now traveling at 19,700 miles per hour, 2,270 miles away from Earth. We're expecting that stage separation to happen in about a minute.
现在猎户座以每小时19700英里的速度行驶，距离地球2270英里。1分钟内，猎户座将和核心级火箭分离。
As you can see, we have confirmation of interim cryogenic propulsion stage from Orion.
现在确认，临时低温推进上级，开始把猎户座送到月球轨道。
With the Earth in the background and the Moon is our destination, Artemis generation, we are going.
月球，阿提米斯的时代来了。